Can I just say that like this game has the fundamentals to be a fucking rocket ship, and from Admon perspective, just add like more dynamic placements and play around with the rewards and to get more conversions.
Yeah,
that would be like a rocket ship. And yeah, from the UA, like we didn't give it very high scores, but it's still doing so well. Like there's so much
it's doing
like
really
low-hanging
well.
fruit
It's
here.
just,
Yeah,
it's
it's so
surprising.
much low-hanging fruit. It's exciting.
It's very surprising.
That's the whole rating here.
This is no bullshit gaming podcast, 2.5 Gamers. Sharing actionable insights, dropping knowledge from our day-to-day user acquisition, game design, and ad monetization jobs. We are definitely not discussing the latest industry news, but having so much fun. Let's not forget this is a 4 a.m. conference discussion vibe, so let's not take it too seriously.
Hello. This is episode number 81. My name is Matej AI.
I'm Felix Broberg.
And I'm Jakub Remiar.
And we are your hosts for today. So should we do a chit chat that nobody cares about, or should we just dive in?
No one cares about it. Like, let's just dive in, because clearly what people want to listen to is not us talk about industry stuff. It's just
this is already the chit chat. Yeah. Let's skip it. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Since you love these kinds of episodes, we bring you one more hybrid casual case study. And we are kind of missing one game and one game only in our hybrid casual review portfolio. Could you guess which one is it? Of course, you couldn't guess because you don't know. But it's Alien Invasion from Crazy Labs. Well, there is a story behind the Crazy Labs and Alien Invasion publishing, but well, maybe we'll get into it. Maybe we won't. So yeah, this week we are also going to change the order of us talking, and Mr. Jakub is going to start with the game design intro because we heard your feedback, and now we are going to witness the 5-hour-long episode.
Yeah, exactly.
To Felix and Matej from now on.
Yes.
So we do listen to feedback, but you reap what you sow.
Yes. The only problem is we are actually recording on 9 p.m. So we might end up like 2 a.m. 4 a.m. Wow,
4 a.m. vibe, man.
4 a.m. vibe, yes.
That's what it's all about.
I should have brought a whiskey. Jesus.
Right. All right. Take it away, Jakub. Let's start with this amazing game.
One little tidbit here. Why we're covering Alien Invasion? Because, to be honest, we are running out of...
we are not running out of anything.
No.
There's always more. The show doesn't stop.
We're running out of hybrids. That's what I wanted to say.
No, we are not running out of hybrids.
Because, actually, this is the 5th hybrid we're covering, and it's the last one in the big ones on the market, because my cutoff for the hybrids is 1 million IP revenue a month at least, and I don't see anything else in the charts. So, dear listeners...
Wait. Did you add a sadness multiplier?
Yeah, sadness multiplier would maybe still different, but just want to kind of encourage people, if they know of any other game they think it is a hybrid kind of new one and makes these similar kind of numbers, tell us, because we're literally running out of those.
I know about one you were talking about in soft launch Sonar, which is kind of launching very soon, so we definitely need to cover that in the
Warcraft Rumble?
No. Think again.
We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, back to Alien Invasion. So let's talk about this one. This is definitely more IP-driven hybrid that we'll be covering. Really to my liking. Very.
Wait. No. You said 50-50. What the fuck are you talking?
Just saying that compared to other hybrids, it's more skewed towards IP, so it's like 50-50. The ones that we covered, Dreamdale 1 and My Perfect Hotel 1 or Mob Control 1, my guess is those are
no.
Those are like 40-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, show us the game, Remo.
Yeah, one big disclaimer. This time I was spared by the ad gods that they were not presented here, so I didn't see any ads. So
I knocked off a point from my rating, 1 point just when I saw you read that, because that's atrociously bad.
Yeah, so I played the game completely without any ads because I didn't see them. I didn't see them on emulator. I didn't see them on my Android device, and I never saw them. No interstitials, no banners, no rewarded video placements, even though I still see them in the shop that it promotes there to kind of get rid of ads and these kind of skip ads. I haven't used any of these, just the Proclaimer. So we'll get, I guess, back to it with Felix's part. But yeah, no ads for me. So it was really pleasurable.
Fucking ad simulator. I
Yeah,
never
not
watched
for
so
me.
many ads playing a game that we review.
Not for me, let's say. Yeah, so let's get to it. StarCraft immediately, right after the start. Like if you start the game, that was my first kind of feeling when you hear this kind of a very familiar guy that I'm sure you guys get the reference. Nobody get the reference because nobody played StarCraft. This guy.
And I played StarCraft like fucking 30 years ago.
So what, you don't remember Stukov?
No.
So this guy, which you have here with the Custos farm or Custo, is pretty much an anagram for Stukov, with directly a character from StarCraft, and the whole thing is a little bit modeled, like even the gates, the floor, and everything, like
Could
big
be.
StarCraft inspiration, definitely. Regarding the unfolding experience, how they even have created this kind of first room as a tutorial here. It goes a little bit faster than usual, but it still kind of unfolds properly. So again, you start very, very smoothly from literally nothing. You just eating these random humans and pulling them into the base to get meat, and then slowly new features are unlocked. So that's definitely a check here. Usual hybrid progression stuff. Gameplay itself is very unique. I don't think so we ever seen some kind of similar core gameplay where you are just going around and eating stuff like this. It's more close to something like Snake IO or Whole IO, actually.
Whole IO rather than just,
yeah, some kind of a similar thing. But they also added the combat system later to it, so it's kind of interesting. But it's very satisfying. That's what I wanted to say. It's very satisfying. Again, very approachable, easy, one button control for the whole kind of a review of the game or whole playthrough that I did. Nothing's being complicated. Very easy. So
honestly,
plays very well.
It wasn't satisfying until I upgraded the speed, because then it was really slow at the beginning, and I was like, "Fuck, why did I play this?"
This was actually my biggest complaint, and I didn't want to say it because I didn't feel how you could speed it up with ads, because that was always my assumption that the speed of the early game could be speed up with ads, and then you get this even more satisfying feeling. So I thought oh, maybe just I'm slow because I just don't have ads.
No.
But if you're saying it means that it's slow and should be.
It's slow. It's actually slow until I upgraded the speed. The only thing you could speed up with ads was the meat, the additional meat, which obviously helps at the beginning, and then X and DNA as well. But there's that's those dynamic placements. I think Felix will talk about.
Yeah, so definitely, even for me, it felt slow. So I would guess maybe a little bit of A/B test wouldn't hurt here, but yeah, let's see. The other interesting thing, as usual, with these hybrids that we lately covered, they're offloading the UI and the mechanics onto the map itself. So same principle as with Dreamdale and My Perfect Hotel, for instance. Here we have a building. Again, if I'm not here, even in this area, I don't even know it exists. The moment I'm here and I approached it, I get a completely new context menu, new possibilities, blah, blah, blah. So again, complexity being pushed into the environment, which is great, but also it has this, disadvantages that if you don't know it's there, or if you not remember everything, you forget it. So
yeah, I'm still super lost in the
yeah,
map.
exactly. So it's a little bit of double-edged sword here, but I guess that's the price you need to pay in order to kind of keep the hyper casual feeling and to being super easy, and then going there. Regarding the gems and the progression, this is, I think, really, really genius, and this is something that stands out for me here, is that immediately, even here, with this kind of basic idle mechanic that they have here, it generates the basic soft currency, the meat. Immediately is it demands hard currency.
Yes.
Hard currency, currently the only way I know how to get hard currency is that it's nicely offloaded
those
again.
units. Those
units here, where every 3 hours here it responds to guys that if you kill, you get 5 gems per each, so 10 hard currency.
You can actually get the ads
as well,
for free gems for ads.
Okay, so not for me, but for you. But if I understood, this is the only way to get it, and it's very, very frustrating because there's literally everything in the game.
Well, there's one more. You can fucking buy the gems.
Yeah, of course you can buy the gems, but it literally requires later down the line to unlock functionality from the game through hard quests. For instance, here where we have another mechanic where you progress a little bit faster, or let's say later throughout the game, you have these bots which are kind of really helpful because one is pretty much a copy of you.
The catcher is great.
Yeah, the copy of you that's pretty much farms in the meantime, and then the other one that's even better, it's called like delivery or whatnot. This is actually cheating, literally cheating.
I was looking at like, what the fuck is this? Like, why is it coming to get
the meat?
The meat.
Yeah, the meat basically. It's like, oh wow, okay. And I zoomed in, it's like so funny.
Yeah. So that's really nice. The humor is great in this game. Like here he goes and picks up the meat
that's
and
perfect.
offload it.
Following this guy.
So if I look here, I can directly see that only the first stage of it, just like the first stage of the upgrade, requires 150 gems immediately out of the bat. So that's there, and not really
50 for me, my friend.
Really? Are they so cheap on Android? Damn you. Or maybe I upgraded it. Oh no, I upgraded it already to level 1. Maybe that's why. Yeah, because I have it to level 1. It could be level 0.
I have the same. Mine is 150 as well, and I upgraded past level 1.
Yeah, okay. So I upgraded it. Okay, my way. Because also the interesting placement for a subscription is this giant banner that when you walk to your main base, it says get free gems immediately. If you click on it, is the subscription, of course. Also, it's still on the screen with this kind of a alien guy with crown. Again, same button. So it's very, very kind of prominent placement here. But again, if we go further, where you guys never even dare to venture because this is unlocked after level 7, and if we move forward, there's again different currencies, different even eggs. How do you get the eggs? You pay gems directly to get them. So
you get ads for gems. Well, gems for ads, and then you can also kill or eat these flying humans where you can get gems, eggs. Sorry.
Yeah, but I'm never having green eggs and purple eggs.
Oh, okay, that's different eggs.
Yes, only blue eggs.
That's the thing. Yeah. So again, the usual idle arcade progression where we can do some task and like play with it in the little bit, and in the meantime, economy is running by itself. Like for instance, here I now have a farm, another one, meat farm, which like goes to 100k when it goes there. I also have a DNA farm later down the line, somewhere here on the right, I think, until I escape from Jackie Chan here. Right here. Yeah, so there's a DNA farm that I can upgrade. And to be honest, to see the whole kind of scale of progression here, if you go to this I button, you can see how much more mechanics they are ready to be unlocked later down the line. So we have the alien, we have the bot catchers, the deliveries, custom farm, DNA farm, meat farm, green, red, purple, eggs mine, big meat farm, snow meat farm, factory, chemical plant, whatever. Would you say so much more systems there?
Fuck! I want to say so much more vectors, but these systems. Okay.
This is a system. Vector is like all of it is just one vector pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah, they have it very, very deep. Really kudos to them. Like whoever designed the economy and the spend depth behind it, it's very deep. That's why probably it's making so much money, because you can literally spend a lot of money and there will be still a shitload of content waiting for you to kind of get through. Like it goes literally like a StarCraft map level where you unlock these doors after you progress to higher levels, and then new content unlocks with it. The other interesting thing are these kind of quests. Literally reminds me like World of Warcraft, the old one, the strategy one, where you just, do your main mission or something, and then suddenly there's a guy requiring you to do something. And it all ties together, by the way, to this main quest, which is again our StarCraft guy here that wants to collect his aliens, and then he'll help you to escape the lab. I don't know what happens. We'll probably Google it afterwards. But yeah, it's very nicely kind of connected. There's very straightforward kind of progression, all of these different quests. There's even, again, combat added later. For instance, here I have a guy that's already kind of fighting with me.
You still haven't beaten him?
What?
You still haven't defeated him? On level 7?
Man, this is like the 7th one.
Okay.
Like if you want to see the boss battle, like there's up here, there's another guy who is actually a boss, and yeah, just let me show you how hard he hits. So he has like 1.7 million 1.1 million meat even if you killed him, and 100 blue eggs. And do you see like how much damage I do to him on level 7?
Nothing.
Yeah. And that's it. So yeah, there's definitely goals to kind of go through and strive for. Yeah, these guys know what they're doing, and the economy is very deep. The other thing is that the hyper casual values and like how this thing is all stitched together, it's also kind of seen, and they didn't really care that much because the gameplay and the whole experience, it's kind of takes the priority over like values. Like for instance, here you see like there's textures clipping over it, like doesn't matter, to be honest, because you care
Nobody
about.
cares.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody cares, and for a hybrid, it's completely okay. So that's that. As I
I
said,
can't believe you're
the
reviewing this
bots.
and you didn't like see half of the economy. Like it's the ads. It's so ad driven.
You mean
It's
the ads?
crazy.
Yeah, I'm also kind of a little bit disappointed that didn't see it, but yeah, well, at least I will be listening to your review for this time. The bots, by the way.
Jesus Christ. When did you turn into like a mean fuck?
No,
Seriously. Like, what?
man.
I work hard
Phyllis
on
asked me
podcasts.
how did I get to level 7? So
Without
let me,
ads.
yeah, without
Yeah.
ads and like in 3 days. So let me tell you the secret. The secret is literally do nothing. So you pick up a spot like here where
Yes.
there's a high
Then
enough respawn rate, and
Yeah.
you
just
kill
leave
these
it,
guys
leave it
and
open.
leave it going. But the key here is the delivery guy, because eventually you fill up your capacity and you stop eating them. So he needs to come in, takes all the meat out, and then you can continue without being at the computer.
Yes.
And this is how you get 300 k XP in like 3 hours. So
Yeah, that's the thing, because
That's
he kind of played this on the emulator, so he just left
yeah,
the PC.
left the PC running. Yeah, of course.
So
I don't know how I feel about that.
I did the same thing, and I did the same thing. I just had my phone, but I was watching ads in the meantime.
See, didn't
But
help
my
you.
phone, my phone was so hot, it was it's almost exploding.
Yeah.
But
So
also, I wanted to say like the XPs and like the kind of the scale of the levels. I think it was like 1,000 XP or something on the level 3, or no, 10,000. Like it was super big.
yeah, I think it's like the exponential curve is super high there. Like
Yeah.
from now, for instance, last level 6, it required 380k of experience. Now it's 1.5 million.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So 4 times more, nearly 4 times more. So yeah, they literally, try to kind of keep you from going anywhere. But again, you have the ads, so you can speed it up. But I don't think it can helps you. If I understood correctly, there's even events coming in. Pity that we are not recording it like tomorrow, because there's like a whatever soon, one day in 4 hours. So definitely there's some kind of live ops going on. We just don't see it. My guess is this is again reserved for
Whoa.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or something like that. But yeah, I would guess it works pretty well. The other thing that I think could
You
be,
can always put it in the game review radar.
yeah. Well, we'll definitely keep this one on the radar. This
So,
is
Mr.
very
Radar, I
interesting.
don't see the soon option because I'm level 3 only. So I guess it's like 6+.
Yeah, okay. So it's only for high level people like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that really necessary? That addition, like high level people like me?
Nobody cares, man.
Exactly. Nobody cares.
The other thing here is that at some point, I think the system kind of breaks a little bit in a way that it has so much stuff offloaded onto the map that you forget what you have upgraded or not. Because, for instance, here I have, let's say, the black market upgrades, which are pretty much a separate upgrade of the alien that is in a different building, because I have the main one that's like I can access at any point. Then I have the one here, and then my guess is that at some point later down the line, or the bots here, like they also kind of you get some kind of new one, and if you then forget about it, then you don't able to upgrade it. So my guess is that this, again, I know it's arcade idle system, I know it's kind of works very well in the early game, but later down the line, my guess is they're probably inflating it away. Maybe that's the key here, because for instance, this farm, I don't know what happens if I fully upgrade it to 5 stars, like how efficient it will be, but already compared to the other farm I just unlocked, it's just 3 times more efficient. So my guess is they just inflate the old content away in a way that the new upgrades are so big that you don't care about the old ones. But it's definitely a problem with the system that offloading everything onto the environment piles up if you have too much stuff that you want to offload. So we'll see about that later down the line. I would be curious how that goes in, but probably again only the most relevant content is the latest one in for higher level players. I think like level 10 or 15 or whatever they have the highest level. We'll see. Yeah, regarding ads, do you want to tell me, Felix, where at least they have the ads so I can just kind of so I know?
Yeah, they appear right above the button for the store. They appear there like whenever, every 20 seconds essentially.
So you find treasure meat and just watch an ad and directly give you.
I'll go into
just
my part. I'll go into my part, but yeah.
I just wanted to say, like, while you were talking, I'm watching a second ad for like 15k meat.
Yeah.
15, but 15k meat isn't that much, to be honest.
But it's like it's level 3,
right?
Level
3,
yeah,
okay.
So
is it really helping you at your level? I mean, the reward.
It is. It's definitely adding value.
Because now, to be honest, I'm a little bit stuck because I have like 1.6 million meat. Like meat's not the problem now, and the only problem with the upgrade is the DNA.
Because now I got it for
you get DNA as well. You get DNA as well from the ads.
From the ads, okay. So now that's a very good conversion point here, because for me, I'm literally stuck here where I already have the like purple DNA farm, but this teal color DNA I get just from these two guys here.
It's
and
purple DNA only for now. So I think anything that you can actually get by buildings or like by kind of building those farms, you can get from ads. They don't give away anything else, which is premium, like all these like different eggs.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, we'll get onto it actually. Like, I spent quite a lot of time on it, so
just last thing I want to finish. The arcade idle mechanic is very, very nice in a way that the things that you do are really different in a way that I mean the types of actions that are part of the arcade in a way, like different things. Like in My Perfect Hotel, it was like, cleaning the rooms, doing the toilet paper, blah blah blah. Here the quests are pretty much different kind of tasks, because sometimes, like for instance here, I have the fight with this guy and I can probably kite him here and like kill him near the base and get complete like full heal all the time, so no problem. Then you have this kind of pesky satellite that you need to catch that always kind of runs away from you. Yeah, that's super annoying. And then I also unlocked the actual boss fight here later down the line with these guys that I don't even have the closest kind of sense how I can beat him. And then last thing is that there's these forms of enemies of like I think the latest one I unlocked, there's some kind of military guys or who's there, and they just like kill me in 2 blows, and there's like 30 of those. So yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, it's number 4. At number 4.
Yeah, okay.
This time for X. The previous one was for DNA.
Well, maybe I can kite them. We'll see. But yeah, I can kite them. Yeah, but again, arcade part is really good, and the game's like super, super original. I love the StarCraft and Barcraft kind of references and feel. So for me, because I don't have ads, 8.5 out of 10.
Interesting.
You go, Felix.
Yeah, so moving on to ad monetization, which is a really interesting part of this game, because I thought that Alien Invasions, before I started playing it, was going to be a masterclass in dynamic ad placements when I started playing it. And wow, was I surprised, because it turns out the ad placements in Alien Invasion are not dynamic at all. Yeah, so Alien Invasion is very different to the other hybrid casual games we've covered so far on the podcast, since in terms of ad monetization, it monetizes only with rewarded videos. The rewarded ad placement shows up during gameplay above the store button at a set interval of every 20 seconds on the main screen, and that helps you along with any pain points in the game and helps you progress quicker. So the rewarded ad placement starts off by offering meat and then gradually starts offering eggs and DNA as well. The rewarded ad placements are quite interesting because of its velocity. So no matter if a player, no matter what happens with a player, every 20 seconds, you get a new ad placement offering you something.
Yeah.
So no matter if you just converted or ignored an ad, 20 seconds after that, whatever happens, you'll be shown another ad placement. So it's like showing up all the time.
Hmm.
So yeah, you get shown an ad placement every 20 seconds. So pretty much the speed of your progression depends on how many ads you actually watch, which is super aggressive, and I really like it. And I reckon that you can't really progress at speeds that is like agreeable to a human being unless you do Remo's cheating trick, like to an average human being, unless you watch at least 6 to 10 rewarded ads per session or make an IAP.
Man, I watched so many ads yesterday. It was
So
like
many.
30.
So I think on average,
definitely.
probably rewarded impression per DAU is 11 with an ad viewer rate of 80%, but we'll get to that later. So here's the really interesting thing. I kept track of the ad offers that are being offered and the amounts, and basically saw how they changed depending on conversion. So I actually have a spreadsheet where I kept like 100 different ad offers that I got and like measured how much I got when I actually watched it. And it turns out if you don't interact with 20 ad offers or in about every 6 minutes of gameplay, soft currency increases, or only meat is the only thing they increase in terms of ad placements, and they increase the amount of meat that's offered by 4%.
4%? That's super cheap.
Very small. Yeah, very small. I know, right? That's actually one of the biggest issues I have with our Admon strategy, right? So I don't know if this is due to progression, but it feels to me that it's a very big opportunity like they missed, because soft currency, like, it's the only thing that rises when a player ignores an ad placement. So I'd argue that you could actually reduce the initial offering of eggs, DNA, and gems and increase this gradually. And if conversions don't take place, I'd also argue that it would be really worth for these guys to test interstitials and banners for non-payers once you pass like the normal purchase times and no IAPs have been
segmented,
made.
like for instance
Exactly,
from level
exactly.
4 or like Remo level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Remo level.
Remo level. Letting fame get to you, bro. Yeah.
Totally. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So yeah, the interesting thing is that Alien Invasion have skippets as well, but they call them keys. So users can buy meat, eggs, and DNA, and they're priced at the same point and can be bought either in like bundles of 10, 300, or unlimited for $34.99. So this works out to 10 cents per skipped rewarded video on 10 purchases, 3 cents per skipped video on the 300 package, and on like unlimited is obviously unlimited. And I'm really keen to hear from you here, Remo, like why they're priced at the same point when meat is what you need the most in the early game. Why is this price exactly the same?
So if I understand correctly, these increase in value anyway because it scales with your progression. I mean the rewarded ad offering. So it's the same. I don't know why they're placed the same. The DNA keys, it's for every type of DNA? Because some is more prestigious than the other, or depends on where you are in
This
progression.
is for skippets, right? So this is only like the main.
But
like,
the skippet,
purple DNA most probably. That's
yeah,
what they,
purple
they
DNA
have
because
in
it's
the-
only the ones that are the rewarded ad placements that you can skip with these skippets.
But this is my question: that would get an offering for, let's say, teal or white DNA
No,
if I'm so
you
far
don't.
ahead?
No. I don't think so.
Never, because purple DNA is shit anyway. Then for me,
Well, it is for start. It's not shit. You need to.
and you know the skip, it's like the color of these is different. It's not like purple only.
Are
So
you
my
actually
guess
able
is
to see the SKUs? Because I would love to see if any of those SKUs actually rank, because that was my like initial question.
my guess is it scales, Felix. Both the X, even maybe the X. Later it will offer like different. I guess so, different color X, because I know I can have them now.
Okay, so
I guarantee you it's not in the top 5.
wait. So yes, because the weekly subscription is number 1, then it's Crystal Pack 1, Crystal Pack 2, Crystal Pack 3, and Crystal Pack 4.
Yeah. So we're kind of like
And
proving
then
this like hybrid casual, like the way forward
key
doesn't
money.
seem to be skippets. Like that is not the solution. It doesn't seem we've seen it work ever in
No,
the game so far.
I think the way forward is to build up a much deeper and kind of more enticing economy with permanent value. That's very kind of alluring for you to invest in.
It's really interesting, like how much money they make, since like all of these are just $4.99, $1.99, $9.99, and the highest pack is Crystal Pack 4, which is then $24.99, and those are like the top 5. And then you have Key Money 1, which is 99 cents, Key Special 1, which is 99 cents as well. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah. By the way, keep in mind this. You completely forgot about that. You have power-ups from hard currency in the shop.
In the shop, yeah.
In the shop. Like, how close can you go to the source?
Yeah. So overall impression per DAU
very cool.
is between 10 and 11. Ad viewer rate is definitely 80%, close to there. So with a DAU of 420,000 users, segmented between US and non-US, based from August CPMs, this brings us to about 39K a day in August. So about 1.2 million per month. So ad revenue is 51%, I'd say. Quite a good job on Admon, and not amazing. I would have given it 7 out of 10, basically because of the fact that you could probably play around a lot more with other ad placements, and the fact that you can play around with the pricing, especially when people aren't interacting with ads, like basically go even more aggressive. But the fact that Remo didn't get ads on his Android phone in Slovakia, piss poor. So that brings it down to a 6.
Well,
Thank you.
Do you have a really old Android, or like?
well, he's cheap fuck, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I hate
I
Apple.
guarantee you
I
that-
cannot have an iPhone.
Well, I have ads and I have Apple phone, so
Yeah. I'm pretty confident that you could add on non-purchasers banner ads with a 20-second refresh rate and not hurt retention that much. Because all the other all the other hybrid casual games we've covered, they utilize all the other ad genres. So I'm very surprised.
Not the hobby ones. Not the hobby ones, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Calm down. So speaking of retention, so I guess we need to use this happiness multiplier that Mika mentioned, because I see day 1 47%, day 7 13%, day 30 4%, and then day 62%, and then maybe day 90 is like 1%. So I guess like the day 1 is definitely not that high.
But day 34%, that's pretty much checks out with Survivor.io.
Really? No.
Yeah. I think they have like 5%.
They have 15.
15?
Yes.
In your tool? Okay,
Yes.
not in mine tool.
Yes, it's like on day 90, Survivor.io has 6%.
Okay.
These guys are
They're drinking the happiness juice.
Yeah. No, I think look.
Sorry, but you do agree, like Remo, that like adding a more dynamic segment and actually being like more aggressive on what you give out in terms of reward for ads if you don't interact with ads is quite clever. And
like I mean segmentation here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Like if it's like I think it is, they're leaving a lot of money on the table because they're not using segmentation. They're actually using it to the detriment where I don't have the ads, which is the problem here.
That's a wrong segmentation, guys.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm curious if they have any kind of social mechanics for possibility of those white whales we talked last time, but I don't think so. And at this volume and at this scale, they're definitely leaving money on the table.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, well, what was the DAU I shared? It was like 300. 420. With this type of DAUs, like, would really the banners like make a lot of sense? The thing is also like, they only now scaled to like the 6 million or 5.2 million downloads per month. It wasn't like that before.
Maybe because they remove ads on Android.
Well, honestly, the like majority of the new installs is coming from Android.
See?
But like, is it removed from Android, or is it the fact that you just have a shit phone, mate? Like,
exactly.
Like, I'm not being mean. I just want to be honest. Like,
so what I'm gonna do is I actually gonna install this game on my daughter's tablet, and then obviously. Let her play the Alien Invasion. But then I will also post the result or the comment into our Slack channel. So if you want to join and see if this is the case of Jakub's shitty device or Android in general, then you need to join the Slack, and then you will find out.
And then we can start a
You will
drive.
find-
Help Remo buy new Android phone.
Yes,
I have a new Android phone. I sitting right behind me. By the way, bought it this week actually.
Ooh,
Nice.
did you play the Alien Invasion?
Not yet.
Oh,
That's
okay.
one on it. But I can
Not yet.
tell like pretty much post it into Slack how that
Well,
test
you
went.
should.
Okay, cool.
You should.
Our
Okay.
Slack is great.
Okay, let's see then. UA, I would say the best part at the end, but again, not the best part at the end. But they are doing actually something right. So in the last episode, when you both made fun of me because of the TikTok, I kind
Oh,
of
that was so funny. Oh, that was so funny.
that's why I have the TikTok cap now, so that I can defend myself now. But anyway,
So you can show off your
so
bride.
I was yes, exactly. These guys have quite some TikTok activities, but very small and almost non-existent. But actually, someone from TikTok joined our Slack and then sent me a suggestion to actually go to ads. Well, not ads, library.tiktok.com because the search works better. And I searched and it definitely didn't work better.
Yeah.
It was the same, almost the same disappointment as we had in the last recording. But anyway, so I was talking about the new way of doing creative research, and I wanted to do it for Alien Invasion, but it kind of failed. And do you know why, or could you know like why? Do you remember how do you need to do the creative research on Facebook ads library, guys?
It needs to have a fan page,
Yes.
and it didn't have a fan page.
Maybe it had a fun
You
page.
didn't found it.
But Alien Invasion as a term has at least 20 different fun pages from movies, e-commerce brands, music bands. So it was really impossible to find the correct one. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I really checked like almost all of them, and maybe it's under Crazy Labs or under whatever. I just couldn't find.
No.
So hello, all good old tools that let us down multiple times. But this time I cross-checked a few other things to make sure things are a little bit more accurate. So in terms of the the UA channel mix, but we can start with iOS. The Facebook looks quite big on iOS, which is a surprise. But then we have Mintegral, again, quite a big surprise. But then, fuck is on my mic. Oh, never mind. So they have Mintegral and Google and Molocom. So interesting thing was basically the country mix in terms of the spend. So they're spending like the top spender is US, and then it was basically Korea, South Korea, Japan, Australia, Netherlands, and the UK. But if we look at Mintegral only, it's Korea, US, Thailand, Japan, and Vietnam, basically Southeast Asia or Asia and the US. An interesting thing that happened was that I wasn't able to find Uplavin in one of the tools I used. But then obviously I checked the other tools and voila, Uplavin was there. It was quite big. So all these fucking tools playing us all the time. But then I also changed the view of checking the UA channels to the last 7 days, and then bam, Mintegral exploded, and then just with like 56% of the budget spent in the last 7 days. So the whole UA channel mix changed quite heavily. So it was then Mintegral, Facebook, Uplavin, and then Google and something else.
Where is Crazy Labs based?
Israel, I think.
Okay.
I think we can check afterwards as well.
Yeah, by the way, the developer of the game is called Multicast Gaming. We forgot to mention that.
Yes, and they are from. Nobody knows.
Don't know where they are from.
Okay,
Exactly,
we don't know where they're based.
But I want to buy them a beer. I'd love to have a conversation with
Yeah,
their
the game's
Yes.
amazing.
The game's great.
Yeah.
I was actually playing this for like way longer than other games that we reviewed. Okay, so back to actually UA part. The Android, apparently the biggest UA channel is Unity. Interesting. Followed by Facebook in the last 30 days. But again, when I looked at the last 7 days and last week, Uplavin was sitting on the top with 34, 43, 43 budget spent. And also, fuck my life. Clicking on the X button in ads in Alien Invasion made me 10 years older. Every time I saw an ad in this game, I tried to click on the X button and I was redirected to the store. And there was always like a lot of
Fake
different
X
ads.
button.
I tried to
X
record it. I tried to record one ad because it kept just sending me to the store automatically, and then every time I tried to record it, it just didn't like show up. But it was just
There was also like this never-ending rewarded video creative from our friends at Vitro Labs, which didn't even had the X button for a long time. Very
60-second ad. Yes, the 60-second ad.
Yes,
one.
and I was like, and I saw it yesterday like 10 times. I was like, fuck, like what was like, what? But
they don't care about ad quality at all.
No, but then that's the thing that I think we need to talk about. If this is Iron Source or Laplavin, but we can talk about it at the end. But I also saw an amazing video by our favorite company, SayGames, for Squad Alpha, and this video has everything. We can actually play that video right away, and then we can actually talk about.
Does it have a good hook?
There's a very good hook. Like,
I do love a good hook.
So, well, actually, I can talk about. I will show you. So there was a teaser. I will tell you like what kind of creatives we have for Alien Invasion, because it's very simple yet effective. So, aka like what you see is what you get, thanks to the nature of the kind of like visual styles. They don't have any hooks, so that's why I wanted to show the Squad Alpha. So we have at least one hook.
You're comparing something good and then showing,
Yes, and then I saw also a few new hooks from Whiteout Survival when I was playing this game, so it was very, very good for creative research, actually. But anyway, like very straightforward creatives showing the elements of the game, a little bit altered gameplay, but not too far away from the game, actually. They were playing a little bit with the colors and filters, a few playables, but nothing extraordinary, actually. Like only one playable end car and one playable, which is basically like some of these videos that I'm going to show. But okay, let's check this out.
I was expecting Alien versus Predator.
Yes, that would be.
I think there's a new Alien movie coming.
I hope so.
Now I hope so. You're going to hear the music, because now I actually ticked the button. Okay, but let's see. This is the Squad Alpha. And this video it's amazing. I was literally watching this from the start until the very end.
Oh, looks like
that's like Blade, right before the last battle, every Blade movie.
And it's like, okay, well, what game is this? I mean, this looks very cool. I was like, okay, what's happening? And it's quite long. It's 1 minute long as well. But this time I was actually watching the whole ad from the start.
It is from
Blade, even the katana.
There you go. And this is just it. I mean, this looks so good. I was like, oh man, wow. There's like 40 seconds of this CGI, and then directly into the gameplay. So these videos are all like everything. This is how it should be done. Like again, like fucking heads off to the SayGames team. So yes, okay.
That's really nice.
There you go.
Of course, it finishes in a fail.
Well, of course, it finished as a fail.
What did you expect? Blade coming in and slicing everyone?
Yeah. So when I was talking about them using colors, this was basically it.
But there's no hook.
You mean using colors? There's no color.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, it's like this is kind of like
that doesn't exist.
Choose the element and upgrade. Yeah, that doesn't exist though. But
the eating sounds great. Why it's not in the game?
Yeah.
Why the game doesn't have the eating sound?
Because it's great. Yeah, that's true actually. But you have
it would be so satisfying.
Yes. Yeah, that would be way better.
Look how quicker the gameplay looks in these ads compared to the reality.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was watching the ads before I actually play the game. I was like, wow, this is really really fast. I love it. And then I started playing the games like, fuck.
You know what this could be, by the way? Because this same thing happened with My Perfect Hotel. This could be the old version of the game. Yeah, when they made the creative, they found the winning creatives, but in between they iterated the game.
Yeah,
so this could be the old version.
Yeah,
But the claws,
or
you
it's just
didn't
like
see any claws. You can't get
faces.
claws, right?
I think you can later down the line on like higher stages, but that thing that happened there, that you woke up to a building and meat started flowing into you, it's not in the game, this mechanic. But my guess is it was there.
This doesn't even have sound.
Yeah.
But this is like, again, this upgrade thing.
Yeah.
So this is quite weird. Like you have like 2 million a month kind of revenue on IIPs, which is most probably more because of the sentence multiplier. So let's say it's free, 3 million a month. And then you have 50% ads. So you earn 6 million, right? You scale quite heavily in the last month. Oy. This is nice.
This is very nice.
This is very good.
And you have these like another mini
I wish the
minis,
game was
basically.
like this.
I'm gonna
Also with
check
the
out
sound.
how the event actually looks. My guess is that there will be something similar there.
Yeah, with the event. Yeah.
It could be, yeah.
But this is very nice, like really creative in a way.
This is
not
good
that
creative.
altered.
Well, not that altered, exactly, not that altered, but it is to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You have these upgrades like golden goblins. Anyway, I wanted to say, well, you have this. Well, we already saw that, and then we have this again, different music. Oh. So yeah, I wanted to
See
say
how much
that,
quicker it moves in actual
all these
gameplay?
revenues, most probably, well, way faster. Most probably also like spending a lot of money, and you have 5 creatives which are basically the same. And even the playables looked like this. It was just like nothing else. And then again, nothing else. So yeah, like this is basically it. we saw everything.
Man, it
At least,
yeah. I'll leave it for you when you give your Maven score.
Well, you'll be surprised.
They have claws in the game, by the way. Just saying it.
Yeah.
This is how you actually look at level 14, for instance.
Yeah.
The tank.
And the guy is going very fast.
Yeah, it's very fast. But this crate is great, and also the music is great, and like everything basically. But the thing is,
Was that a tank?
There was a tank.
Ah.
Here.
Oh yes, tank.
Yeah, the tank. So yeah, that's it. That's it in terms of the creatives. But Maven Matej rating is 7 out of 10. Let me explain. So Uplavin is not being the top spender here, and the lack of creatives kind of leads me to think that they are actually using level play mediation, maybe. On the other hand, there was almost no spend on Iron Source according to the external tools. So again, interesting fact was the peak in downloads on like 5.1 million, mainly on Android. So I think if they were on Macs, we could see a way different numbers, meaning way different, way better, and also like quite the big spend on iOS, which never happened. So I believe that for everybody else to decide. And I believe this game deserves more on the creative side and more spend on Google, especially with hybrid RAS campaigns. On the other hand, they must be doing something right on Facebook, since it's like their top channel, and they did get 5 million installs in 1 month. So they might have cracked that Facebook, even with these like very few creative concepts. So I guess that they are doing something really, really right. So I guess they are doing this like old trick with sending ads revenue in the purchase event. But yeah, I think solid 7 out of 10, which I changed last minute from 6 to 7 actually. But I also asked my new tool, AI Matej, to get a score to score UA invasion, UA alien invasion.
Your AI that spelled Remo's name wrong?
Yes, exactly. I need to fix that. Sorry, Remo. But I just asked, like, what score would you give alien invasion UA? Alien Invasion UA, the intergalactic quest for users. Well, my friend, the score I would give, it would depend on few factors. Are you targeting the right users? Are your ad creatives out of this world? Is your campaign optimization on point?
Oh my god.
You see,
Oh my
it's just
God.
not about the score, but how you play the game. However, if I give a general score, I would shoot for the start and aim for a solid 9 out of 10. So I don't think. I don't think this is
Fake Matej.
this is right. But most
I just
important thing
say-
is to continuously iterate, experiment, adapt to your UA strategy. Blah blah blah.
Can
Tell
I
me,
just say
because-
that like this game has the fundamentals to be a fucking rocket ship, and from Admon perspective, just add like more dynamic placements and play around with the rewards and to get more conversions.
Yeah.
That would be like a rocket ship. And yeah, from the UA, like we didn't give it very high scores, but it's still doing so well. Like there's so much
It's doing
like
really
low-hanging
well.
fruit
It's
here.
just-
Yeah,
it's surprising.
so much low hanging fruit. It's exciting.
It's very surprising.
That's the
Yeah.
whole rating here, like from all of us, I guess. It's like the main team is untapped potential.
Yeah.
Not that the
Yeah.
game is bad. It's bad. It's just
This
can
was
be
a
that
fun
much
one to
better.
review, like really fun one to review.
Yeah.
What are you talking like we gave pretty solid, pretty big scores. Like
Yeah, like compared to yours.
But
of
like
course,
it's
those are-
like compared to like my perfect hotel, like I'm struggling how to say how I can improve it. But this one is just so clear what you need to do, at least from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Admon side.
exactly.
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah, well,
making
that
already
makes
so much money.
yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. By the way, here's the event, how it looks like. For instance, this is the Eastern one. So there's like a new area where you have some kind of mechanic. I don't know what's happening with the temperature here, but yeah, you actually go very fast if you know this is level 14 character. So
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
looks like
All right,
that.
so I guess that's it. So I will end this when I was at it. I also asked the AI, Matej AI, about 2.5 Gamers podcast rating.
Matej from Wish.
Matej from Wish.
Matej from
That's-
Wish. It is Matej from
yeah,
Wish.
It's Matej from Wish. So,
So
oh,
what
you're
does
putting
the
me
AI
on the
need
spot.
in terms of bribes? If it's for you, you need 2 caps to talk good. Like, does the AI just need some?
Of course,
What does it need?
I trained the AI on caps and what else?
Feed him more
T-shirts,
caps.
T-shirts. T-shirts. But look, so Matej AI gave us solid 10 out of 10, no questions, and saying we bring the fun, the wit, the brutally honest insights, and all things gaming, UA, game design, ad monetization, and more. It's like hanging out with your best buddies, but without the lag. So don't miss all the laughs and industry wisdom. Subscribe to our podcast, join our Slack gaming community, and become a part of 2.5 Gamers family. So don't forget to subscribe to a YouTube channel. So I think it's
Yeah,
already
the
pretty
AI
good.
just took us home. If
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
took us
the AI
home.
took us
Have a
home.
good night.
Thank you very much.
See ya.
Cheers.
Bye bye.